Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the grand final of the MYM Prime Nations 3. USA against Ukraine. What we just witnessed in the first game was USA winning with pretty much half a push, half carry strat, sort of, actually primarily a pushing strat, you should say, with Syllabear as well as Undying and Invoker, but they had the semi-carries to not go all in on an early push, but actually be powerful in a mid-game push around the 30 to 40 minutes, at which they really put pressure on the Ukrainians. So what you're looking at right now is game number 2. USA are up ahead 2-0. Because they've got the winner's bracket advantage, and then they won the game number 1 in this best-of-5 series. So now Ukraine have got their backs against the wall. They've got to win 3 games in a row, and USA only have to win 1. So this one is going to be tough for the Ukrainians. If you've just tuned in, I'm Sindren shoutcasting for MYM TV. You've come to the right place at the right time if you just randomly tuned in, because this is, of course, the grand final. And the game you missed was epic. Hopefully, if you just tuned in, you missed the game, which was epic. And now this one, hopefully, will be just as epic as the last one. We've swapped the sides, of course, in this remake. So we've got, in this game number 2, we've got USA on the Sentinel side, we've got Ukraine on the Scourge. If you're unfamiliar with this tournament and only tuned in for the grand finals, that's fair enough. You will have to know that this is unbanned mode we're playing. That means that all the new heroes in the version are available. That is Phoenix, Shadow Demon, and those sort of heroes, and you see the teams are banning them right as we speak. Artstyle got rid of Weaver and Shadow Demon, Fear got rid of Phoenix, and this time the Ukrainians are going to be first pick. It is randomized. Last time it was USA that had the first pick, now it's Ukraine, and we will see what's going to come out of that. Yeah, we're going to let the bands speak for themselves, of course, but could try to analyze a little bit what the teams are going for. But of course, it is hard just from the initial 3 bands to actually figure it out, especially when it's these new heroes. They're just getting rid of these because they're generally annoying and considered overpowered. So it doesn't really give us any much information about what the teams really want to go for. Just going to try to confirm that the stream is up and running and all good. And looks like it is good for you guys to... Looks like you guys can watch it. I hope it is up. I will check with the stream, with the chat in just a second to make sure that everything is good. And of course, it is a pleasure to see that we've got so many people tuning in. We're about the 5,000 viewers mark. I think we had about 7,000 in the last game. So of course, this is the grand final, and we should have a lot of viewers. So of course, make sure you tell your friends to tune in and watch these epic games. We're here for you guys to watch them. We're not streaming them for ourselves. We're streaming them for you. So you should really make sure to use the service that we provide here on MYM TV. Alright, Navi, Artstar for the Ukrainian squad, has got rid of Syllabear as his 3rd ban, and I'll just check with the chat that everything is alright, just to make sure that it is. What happened to stream? Guys are saying stream is on, so good. It looks like a couple of people have some problems. Tell them in the chat to F5 the stream, just refresh it, and everything should be okay. Fear got rid of the Lich as his final ban, and that means that Artstar will this time around pick up the Invoker as the first pick. USA used that brilliantly in the last game on Bulba. And this time it's going to be Artstyle picking it up for the Ukrainians. So they mean business with this Invoker. And USA will try to find some sort of counter to this Invoker, even though it is pretty hard to counter Invoker. They might try with some powerful ganking, powerful pushing as well, if they can try to lock down Invoker before he gets too powerful. It's going to be a Pugna coming out of Fear. Good first pick to counter that Invoker with that Nether Ward. Invoker takes 1 billion damage when he uses all his spells. Can't really handle it until he gets a BKB. And on the back of that, they've got the AA, a hero they love to play on the USA side. The Ancient Apparition undoubtedly will come to good use in the hands of a USA player. And Artstyle, he has some knowledge now. He knows that USA have got 2 ints here and might use that to sort of pick a strategy that can really cut through these low HP heroes. He's going to get the Clockwork first off as an engage on these. They had the Clockwork in the last game as well, played by Gewost. And we'll see if they can if they can use the Clockwork a little bit better this time around. They had some good engages with the Clockwork. We couldn't really follow them through because of the counter of the Fissure coming out of US, and maybe the US will get that Shaker again. It was very useful for them in the last game. And Navi, Artstyle, is going to pick up the Thrall as well for the Ukrainian side. So now they've got that Thrall with them. And there is indeed the Shaker on the USA side, so they really wanted to get that one up for themselves, and they did do so indeed. And I'm going to check with the chat just quickly because I'm still not certain that everything is up and running. And yeah, we've got a lot of people asking I've got a lot of people asking for a WOG TV stream. Unfortunately, we will not have a WOG TV stream for this game, guys. It doesn't matter how much you spam up the chat with it; it will not be available. We're sorry about that. The actual admin in the game right now says it's not possible for them to stream a WOG TV game, so this will be the way you will have to watch the game. And honestly, I don't think I missed too much of the action. Of course, it's nice as a viewer to be able to see the creep stats whenever you want, to be able to see whatever lane you want, but I'm doing my best to cover the action as best as possible, and generally it turns out I don't really miss too much. At least in the first game we were pretty much spot on with most of the action, so hopefully you guys are satisfied with whatever you've got, and if not, there's not too much I can do about it, I'm afraid, so sorry about that. Alright. With that said, we've got an Undying ban coming out of Ukraine, so I don't want USA to have that hero again. They've got very much good use of this Undying. I think USA have won 3 games in a row using this hero in this tournament now. I think they beat Croatia in 2 games using that one, and then finally Artstyle's team, Ukraine, lost the last game to an Undying as well. And the key supports, interestingly enough, are going to get banned here. CM as well as Venge have been thrown away by the teams, so we're going to see what that is going to mean for this game. They've already got the Shaker on the Sentinel side, so they've got a good support over there on the USA squad. And the Scourge, on the other hand, don't really have any supports just yet. And Fear is going to ban the Visage to disable the Ukrainians from getting that hero as well. Artstar's going to be next on the button with his 4th pick. Already got those 3 heroes in his arsenal. He's got a good engage, Invoker follow-up with huge AoE burst damage or whatever he wants to go for. We know Invoker's got a lot of different stuff he can do together with that Clockwork. And then the teamfight combo with Thrall. So the teamfight on the Ukrainian side is very powerful right now. On the USA side, it is so as well. Pugna, Nether Ward, they've got Fissure, Echo Slam, and they've got AA ulti on top of all of that. The AoE combos on both sides in this game is ridiculous. And we're going to see a team fight game. I can tell you that for sure. The team fights are going to be epic, and they're going to be all over the place, as these teams are going to be hungry to try to team fight against each other with the combos they can pull off. Should be very interesting to watch. And we will see who comes out victorious, of course, eventually. It's hard to say from the picks who has the advantage right now. I'm tilting a little bit towards the USA side because of that Pugna ward is actually very strong against both Invoker and Thrall, 2 of the key teamfight heroes on the Ukrainian side. So this pickup for Fear was a perfect pick for the US at the time. And this might be what's got Artstyle thinking a little bit here about what to get. He can't get too many mana-dependent heroes, because then the Nether Blast is just, the Nether Ward, excuse me, is just going to do too much in these fights. And Artstyle is definitely thinking about what to get here, and we'll see what it is going to be now. He's got 40 seconds extra time left. What's it going to be? Darkseer is going to come out of Artstar. It's been a long time since we've seen that, and this just really emphasizes their will to teamfight. They're going to try to vacuum everybody into an AoE combo here consisting of Invoker as well as Thrall, and if they do so successfully, it's going to be devastating. Fear didn't take too long to pick up that Morphling, so now the Sentinel side has definitely got their carry. Will not be able to trial into it with Shaker Maiden because CM is banned by Artstyle, which was a good ban at the time as well. But on the other hand, USA have other heroes they can pick up together with this, while Artstyle has really displayed to the US now. He's gone all in. This just shows USA exactly what strategy Ukraine want to play. By picking this Darkseer, he has shown them what it is going to be all about. It's going to be all about the team fight and positioning, and it's going to be a question of whether or not US can actually come out on top against those fights, or if the combo from Ukraine is going to be pulled off to perfection, just stomping all the USA heroes at once. But another thing about the Darkseer that should be noted is that his spells are expensive as well. Vacuum is a very high mana cost spell, so is the Wall of Replica, and Surge is very cheap, so that's not going to deal a lot of damage to him casting that one. The Iron Shell is not that expensive either, but especially his Vacuum and the Wall of Replica are going to deal several hundred damage to him casting those actually in the Pugna ward. So this hero that I'm looking at right now, the Pugna, is going to mean a lot in this game. A lot of weight is on the shoulders of this player, and I think we are going to see Bulba playing that one. After playing that magnificent Invoker in the last game, I don't think USA have to worry about the personal skill of Bulba. And now Doom is going to come out for Artstyle's Ukrainian squad. That lineup is strange. Ukraine are sitting on no support at all, no carry at all, but a fuck ton of strange teamfight engage combo stuff with Doom and Invoker. Interesting. And very creative, and it's gonna... This is gonna be one of those strategies, the one that Ukraine is playing right now, it's gonna be one of those strategies that either comes up incredibly powerful or just completely fails. And I dare say that this game should have reached its conclusion about 30 minutes. If the Ukrainians have pulled it off nicely, they're going to be able to push it through their teamfight combos. If not, the Morphling will be too fed, and the teamfight combo on the USA squad are going to tear them apart. The Doombringer pick was very, very good, though. He's going to be able to doom one of the key heroes on the Sentinel side. His spells don't cost much mana, so the Pugna Ward is not that big of a problem to him. They've got good tanks as well on the Scourge side, should be noted. They've got Clockwork, Darkseer, as well as Doombringer, 3 heroes who traditionally go for a lot of tanking items. And that's going to be hard for the USA squad to actually tear them down. But if they do so successfully, they're going to do it instantly, pretty much. With the Pugna, the AA ulti, the Shaker ulti, and Morphling, that combo, if it comes off, nothing Na'Vi/Ukraine can do about it. Fear needs to pick up his final hero. He's probably going to get the 3rd hero voice trialing. I'm expecting them to solo AA as well as Pugna on mid and bottom respectively, and it's going to be an Enigma coming out on the Sentinel. So what a team fight lineup is coming out, as Good Luck Have Fun is being called from PowerNet, with a minor pause coming out of Ahura. But this is a teamfight lineup that is ridiculous, and it is indeed going to be Bulba playing the Pugna, so let's run over who plays what for both sides. On the USA squad, we've got Fear taking care of the Earthshaker, the big cow. We've got Bulbasaur playing Pugna, the Oblivion. And we've got PowerNet playing the Morphling. If anybody is surprised of that, they have not been following the tournament. Demon Enigma, likewise, always in the hands of Demon on the USA side. And then we've got Lua playing the Ancient Apparition for the United States. On the Scourge side, we've got Artstyle playing the Doombringer, the strong strength engage hero in the hands of Artstyle. Just shows that Ukraine mean business. We've got Ahura playing the Darkseer. It's going to be interesting to watch. I've never seen him playing this hero, I think, so that'll be interesting to see how well he handles that one. Chvost, Clockwork Goblin, no surprise there. Goblin playing the Thrall here, no surprise either. And finally, Dendi handling that Invoker, one of the best Invoker players Europe has to offer at this point. And there's no doubt that Dendi is going to bring that Invoker to a very, very high level of play. Right, so we're in the middle of a pause here in the early game. Looking over the heroes, let's have a look at how they're going to try to lane this one. Looks like USA, alright, we've got the on-pause coming in for Ukraine there, so Ahura is ready again. We've got Fear up top with that Shaker, together with the Enigma of Demon by the looks of it. This is going to be a very, very interesting lane. And the USA are going to play Lua's AA together with PowerNet Morphling bottom. So Fear is probably going to make his way down to that bottom lane to make that a trialing. Pugna mid by Bulbasaur, no big surprise there. We're going to have Ahura Darkseer is going to probably be... is he going to be mid? Oh, that has to be Dendi. So we're going to send Ahura Darkseer in the forest, I think, actually, with a Clockwork solo bottom. Dendi Invoker solo mid, and dual lane up top consisting of Thrall as well as Doombringer. So this is a very, very strange lane coming out of the Ukraine side, and I think Demon is going to be happy to play against this lane because they don't really pose a big threat to him. They can run in with that Doombringer, but they don't really have a stun. The big threat is that the kinetic field lands. That's actually the only thing he has to be worried about until the Darkseer comes up and gangs. But of course, with that Darkseer gang, it's going to be easy to vacuum into a kinetic field, and Ukraine are definitely going to get some kills on that combo. Question is how many it's going to be and if it's going to be a devastating blow to the USA. Looking over at mid, we've got Bulbasaur facing off against Dendi here. Should be a pretty even lane, both of them high damage output. good last hitting abilities, but the moment Dendi gets a couple of levels up and gets that alacrity, he's going to have a big lead on damage as well as attack speed on Bulbasaur in mid, and should be able to outfarm this Pugna. Bottom, Clockwork, not going to have an easy time. The USA like to put this Morphling on the safe lane down on bottom and just ensure that the Morphling gets up a lot of farm, and looks like that will be the outcome of this as well. You're going to have the Morphling free farming bottom. AA is going to put some pressure on the Clockwork Goblin, and where's Earthshaker? Earthshaker is actually in the middle trying to help out the Pugna a little bit, pressuring Dendi's Invoker, but not too much is going to come out of that Shaker movement. He's going to move towards top by the looks of it, while Ahura is farming up the woods with that Iron Shell. He's got Stout Shield and a pack of 2 packs of Tangos to keep him alive out there. And up top, Demon, as called, will be playing against this dual lane who are actually pulling the forest. So this is how the Ukrainians can really emphasize their dual lane up top against a solo. This is what they should be doing, pulling this top lane and gaining maximal experience on it while keeping Demon pressured. Down on bottom, Lua doing whatever he can to keep Chavost at bay. He's level 1 on that AA, and we'll just right-click Chavost here for some damage. He's got that Stout Shield proc though, so won't take too much damage of that. We'll try to get the bottom rune. If it's down here, it's going to be his. There's an Invis coming out on Chavost. He's going to be very happy to take that. It's going to allow him to go down to the creep wave and get experience for these 45 seconds the Invis lasts, and that's going to be very, very good for him to actually just be able to get up one level perhaps on the back of this by being able to stand down with the creep wave. And you see he's not even going to last hit, I bet. He's going to stand and make sure that nobody realizes that he's there and Invis and just free farm. Or actually the US will know they have a ward here. But wait, he actually broke it. He broke it, and that means that Lua could come back immediately, or actually PowerNet just himself could force him away with that Morphling, as it looks like he is trying to do with that waveform. And he's baiting Chavost to not deny the creep, but then eventually he does get it. Oh, Shaker has found Ahura in the woods here, and he's going to go for him. Pugna tries to come around the other side. This is going to be disastrous for Ahura. There's no escape path available. Fisher should be up pretty soon on Fear. Why isn't he using his Clarity Potion? He's got 5 mana to it. He could have used a Clarity and got a Fisher off there, and then with the assistance of Pugna, that would have been bye-bye Ahura, minus Ahura. But it's not going to happen, and Ahura is just going to be very happy to actually get out of that one. Flask up from Thrall there, and he'll be able to continue foresting. So might say a little mistake coming out of Fear there. We don't usually see Fear making big mistakes, but that one could have been played quite a bit better, I feel. Now Thrall is going to find Shaker out here in the forest and try to force him away. Demon is farming. Fear is going to get a little bit of experience up here. Demon is up to level 4 now, so is Doombringer. So a pretty even lane in terms of experience if you look at the heroes here. Thrall level 2, Shaker level 2, Enigma level 4, and Doombringer level 4.5. So a little bit of a lead on Ukraine's side, as it should be when they can pull the forest up there. So everything going according to plan for both sides, I think, up on that top lane. PowerNet farming up on bottom. I'm going to have a look at the CES. Oh, wait a bit. Yeah, we will. PowerNet sitting on 17 on his Morphling, 15 on Bulbous Pugna, 11 on Demon's Enigma. And on the Scourge side, we've got 15 on Artstyle, 10 on Dendi, and yeah, of course, pretty much nothing on their Clockwork Goblin down on bottom. He's going to have a hard time. But on the other hand, they do have a Darkseer farming 19 neutrals. He's got the Soul Ring up, so now he's going to be a very, very quick Woods farmer. Can keep that mana up all the time to cast Iron Shell as well as Vacuum if he wants to do that. And yeah, he'll quickly take care of this Knoll camp and go on to the next one. Artstyle is going to try to get a rune. No, actually he isn't. It's already spawned, and it's already been taken. I actually missed who got that rune. Might have been Bulba. He's got a bottle here that has been used a bit of. I'm not sure though. Morphling sitting on 1100 gold down on bottom. I was the DD on Chavost, of course, and he's taking a lot of damage from that AA, even getting frozen there in place. But of course, PowerNet cannot dive over that tower, even though he is level 5. He could not have taken down that Clockwork, but it was pretty close actually to having an opening there, and they might go for it the next time around. Dendi Invoker getting close to level 6, Pugna actually half a level behind here in the mid lane, so Dendi's doing a better job probably at last hitting / denying, or the Pugna has just been out getting the runes. Oh, a lot of damage coming out on Bulba! It's gonna, woo, Decrepifies, just gonna keep him alive from Dendi there. What a powerful meteor he dropped on the head of Bulbasaur. They're dealing shit tons of damage, but Bulbasaur successfully staying alive against that. Will have to bottle up and flask up all the way, but will do so as well. And now he's going to be just fine on that lane with full HP. That was something to use his flask for, as at the same time up top we've got Ukraine trying to farm Demon's Enigma Eidolons there. But his Soul Ring is just going to keep him available to spawn them up. Oh, nice fissure coming out of Fear. Kinetic Field is not going to really hit anything. Darkseer can't vacuum anybody into it. And now we're probably just going to see Artstyle running out. Demon is, yeah, they're just going to retreat on that one. So nothing's going to come out of that for either side. Nice fissure from Fear, though. Could have led to something if Demon could have somehow followed that one through. But without the Black Hole on level 6, they can't really do this yet. And even so, the Darkseer was there for a vacuum in case things got too close. Too tight, we should say, as now Clockwork finds an invis. He's got the bottle up at 6 minutes, not looking too bad for him, even though he's got a very hard lane. Getting that bottle as well as level 5. So it could have been way worse for that Clockwork down on bottom by Chvost. In middle, Dendi up to level 7 on Invoker, Pugna level 6.5, so still that half level lead for Dendi in mid. He's taking quite a bit of damage though, but Bulbasaur is out of mana as well, so Dendi knows he's pretty safe here unless the Shaker shows up, which it doesn't look like he has any intentions of doing right now. Hanging around top to just guard Demon, securing him his farm on that Enigma. Going to get a Basilisk Ring flown up here as well for that extra armor and mana regen on the creep wave, and might see them trying to push it. Looks like he's not turning it off at least, so has an intention of trying to push the wave instead of holding it here, does Demon, and we'll see if that actually comes out successful. It's going to be hard to push a lane against Doom as well as Thrall. I don't really think it's going to happen. And now Doombringer's up to level 6 as well, so Demon needs to be careful not to be caught off guard. Could easily get killed by a Doom and a level death together with that lightning from Thrall. It's almost going to be enough damage to take down Demon. Lua, level 4 on bottom, Morphling almost level 7 from PowerNet, but taking a lot of damage on that Morphling he is, says Yoda, apparently. Will probably buy the Ring of Health, or at least he's going to get a flask there coming out from Lua to keep him nice and high on health here. The rocket's going to hit him there. Lua's going to come in from the side. Could be an opening on Chvost, or maybe Chvost is actually going to get the opening here. Are they going to go for each other? Morphling over the top. Where's the cold feet? There it is. This is going to be the death of Chvost unless the Invis rune is going to keep Chvost alive there. That's why he wanted to push through that one. And now at the same time, Ukraine are going to bring down Demon up top as cold. It's going to be hard for him to actually survive that Doom combo. And it did come off. The Doom was used by Artstyle, and the other heroes came through as well. The Fissure, though, is going to lock Ahura in place, and he doesn't have a TP scroll. Pugna TP's in. There's going to be a Nether Blast coming off right here, or maybe just a hit. He's actually getting kind of blocked right now. There it is. Finally, Bulba gets that one off. And that's a little bit funny how a long time it took him to get that blast off. It was a little bit difficult for him. Chvost chasing down on bottom for PowerNet, who's morphed quite a bit of Agi out to strength. TP support comes in from Demon, and they might actually try to have a crack at Chvost if they can get the stun off and a black hole. But Chvost senses that something is senses a disturbance in the force, and will retreat towards his tier 1 tower. Unless, is he coming forward? Waiting a little bit. The waveform mana is up on Morphling. It's going to be enough, together with just a Malefice almost, to take down Chvost here. And the Demon, however, has shown his presence with these Eidolons. So no surprise for Chvost that Demon is there as well. And Demon is probably just going to go out and farm the forest, while leaving PowerNet to farm this bottom lane. PowerNet sitting on now an 1850 gold and still not buying the Perseverance that he prefers to go for on that hero. But I think it's just a matter of time, and now he'll go out there. Question is, is there a hook shot? He's going to get the treads and the TP scroll, so no ring. Surprising coming out of PowerNet this choice, and should really get the Lincoln Sphere in this game, I feel, against the Doombringer. That would be a nice choice of item. He's got to replicate now, though, so he's probably going to go to safety, TP back to base. Yep, he will do so indeed, and jump back into the replicate of Clockwork. So he's going to heal up to full in base. Is he bought a bottle even? Or is it? Yeah, he bought a bottle. Interesting choice on this PowerNet Morphling. A different item build than he usually goes for. Vacuum gets Demon in. Oh, Meteor from Dendi immediately explodes. Demon tried to get off that black hole, but it couldn't happen. And a 2-1 score for the Ukrainians, and I don't actually think we've saved just yet, so we're going to have a save now at 10 minutes and 6. While the USA side, they're behind 2-1. No tower has fallen just yet, so it's a pretty even game. Morphling is farming up a lot, and this is the problem for the Ukrainian side, that time is ticking. The carry of the USA side is getting farmed, and they don't really have a carry themselves on the Ukrainian squad, so if Demon gets, if PowerNet gets fat enough on this one, he's going to be able to cleave a lot of these heroes very quickly. Some of the heroes on the Scourge side are very tanky, of course, such as Doom, but others will die very quickly, such as Invoker. Just as I say that, he's got 1250 HP. Okay, Dendy, okay. Maybe only the Thrall will be Paper, sitting on 740 right now, so he's an easy target for the Morphling if he gets a couple of items up. But the rest of the Scourge side seems very tanky, so interesting picks from Artstyle here, and it's going to be hard for the USA team to actually bring down any of these heroes, apart from the Thrall. As Dendy is definitely getting his farm on 11 minutes, treads as well as point booster. Getting filthy rich, so just as I'm talking about a fat Morphling, we might actually have the real fat guy here, sitting on 61 CS is Dendy. Still a lead for PowerNet with 71, Demon sitting on 36, and 51 on Bulba, so pretty even CS score. When you do the total here, it's actually almost identical, I think, apart from the fact that they've got a foresting hero on the Ukrainian side, so there's a farming lead for them. Khura is getting a lot of creeps here, he's got 41 neutrals. Dendy still farming up that mid lane. Bottom, Morphling getting his farm on as well, as up to 1000 gold. Might go for perhaps a PKB build this time around. PowerNet could do so as well. Playing against an Invoker is going to be a lot of spell damage, but the problem is going to be the Doom, who just when talking about Doom gets killed up top by Pugna Shaker as well as the Enigma here. But yeah, that Doom is the problem for our very little Morphling down here. PowerNet, who will probably get a Lincoln Sphere on the back of that. We'll see. Dendy just holding that tower easily with Deafening Blast as well as the Chaos Meteor here. And gonna spawn a little Forge Spirit here to run around and look cute. Says something like that while it's trying to last hit creeps, but right now it's just gonna stand at the tower. Bulba's gonna try to push out the middle lane. Clockwork from Khvost has shown up now though, so it's not gonna be easy for Bulba to push against these constant Clockwork rocket spams. He's probably up to level 4, seeing his skilled battery assault level 2 on level 8, so he must have rocket level 4. And down on bottom we've got some action here. It's going to be glimpsed. Back in is PowerNet, taking a lot of damage, and he is doomed. Say bye-bye to PowerNet. This is the combo that the Ukrainians will look to pull through, glimpsing him into a Doom there. Beautifully played from the Ukrainian side, and PowerNet just can't handle that Doom. And it should be enough for him to really try to go for that Lincoln Sphere. Should be argument enough to try to get that one up, but we'll see if it's going to be his item of choice. Dendy getting close to his Aghanim. He's only 1650 away from an Aghanim at 13 minutes, so a big farm coming out on Dendy's Invoker here. Successfully farming with his Forged Spirit here as well. Demon, however, going to get the first tower of the game up top, while the rebuttal is just on its way down on bottom. Ukraine are going to get the bottom tier 1 at the same time, so 200 gold for each side. Demon gets an extra big bag of gold because he got the last hit on that one. The Scourge will split there, bonus gold from bottom, and Khvost will try to push this one further, aiming to get his Vanguard in not too long, sitting on 1000 gold together with his Stout Shield there. And when he gets tanky, he can really make the engages happen, because the USA side are still lacking levels on the AA. They're still lacking levels on the... actually, Shaker's level 7. That's not half bad, actually. But the damage output on the USA side is very much based on Morphling actually getting farmed up. The rest of the combo that they've got is much AoE based, so they can't really afford to blow their AoE combo on a hero like Clockwork, who goes in solo. And that might be what the Ukrainians are trying to exploit with their picks right here, and we'll see if it works out for them. AA finally up to level 6, skilled the Ice Blast now. Ooh, Khvost waiting for an opening here, waiting for an ally to show up, and Khura is already here. Might find the Pugna. He's actually retreating, and now Khvost is giving his position away, and he's going to try to push the mid tower instead, together with his friend Thrall, played by Goblin and Dendy Invoker. Defense is going to come off from Bulba. I wonder if he's got the Pugna Ward up to level 4 now. He probably does. Hasn't skilled Decrepify that high level, and with that Nether Ward, it should be not a too hard task actually defending towers against this lineup from the Scourge. Doombreaker farming up top. He's got the Vanguard and 1100. We'll see if he goes for a Radiance build or something along the lines of a Pipe and a Kiras. Just a lot of aura and defensive items to keep his team alive, or if he goes for some sort of damage. Vacuum gets Demon in. Not enough for Clockwork to actually feel like engaging that one. But it is enough to farm up Demon's Eidolons, and they're actually worth quite a lot of gold here, so Demon needs to not feed them too much with these Eidolons. As the AoE damage on the Ukrainian side is almost just as good as on the Sentinel side to get rid of creep waves like this. Rocket fires over the top. It's going to spot Lua standing there. Enigma's got his blink. Ooh, this is game deciding that there's a fast blink dagger on Enigma. If he can get a couple of good black holes off, that is going to mean a lot for the US. Meteor fires over the top from Dendi. Black hole from Demon fires in the perfectly placed AA ulti as well as Nether Blast. Bye-bye Goblak and bye-bye Dendi in just a second. He's going to shatter as well. 2 kills coming out for the Sentinel side. Beautifully played. Artstar gets a rebuttal up top by getting that tier 1 tower, but USA are going to go for the middle one at the same time. And now Morphling still free farming that bottom lane. Actually looks like he is going to go for that BKB build, even though he's playing against a Doombringer, so that is maybe not the best choice of item here. But we'll see if it's going to work out for him nevertheless. And the Sentinel side gets that middle tier 1. They're pushing for the tier 2. This might be a little bit overconfident, seeing that Clockwork from Khvost is coming from the side. He's going to hook in, get Fear in that cog. Vacuum is going to go in. And now Ahura running in between these two heroes, taking a lot of damage himself actually. Might have to be careful not to get blasted now from the Pugna. Is there mana? No, there's... yeah, there is. Oh, Ahura! Ahura will die to Bulbasaur there, but now comes Artstar. Getting 1, getting 2, might even get the 3rd. Nice deny coming out of Demon, so he's only going to get 2 there. But Artstar came up at the right time, showed up and scavenged those heroes at the end. And that's going to put him up to a whopping 3,300 gold. And that smells like Relic to me. Only tier 1 tower left in the game right now is Ukraine bottom and USA mid. USA put a little bit of pressure on that tier 2 and mid, actually got half of it, so that's pretty good for the US, getting a lot of damage on that one, but it did cost them a couple of heroes. But meanwhile, PowerNet is still getting the farm on that Morphling, and PowerNet really knows his farming. Not really missing too many creeps, as even though he missed a couple there, I think. But still, he should have the highest CS by far. He's sitting on 129. We've got 100 on Artstyle, 100 on Dendi, 80 on Bulba, 58 on Demon, and a lot of forest creeps for Ahura, together with Khvost 55. So a slight lead for the Ukrainians overall. But the big farm on the big carry, and that should still be concerning for the Ukrainians. There's a BKB up already on PowerNet here, sitting on treads as well as BKB, and he might actually have a crack at somebody very, very soon with that BKB. He can just waveform through, start hitting them, and if he doesn't get doomed, he will get a lot of free space, so that forces Artstyle in some way to actually doom this BKB Morphling. And the idea for this for the USA might actually be to force Artstyle to do it. Alright, he'll have to doom our BKB Morphling, and this is what we're going to get for it. We're going to get an AoE combo consisting of Enigma, AA, Pugna, as well as Shaker. Neither of them doomed will be able to get a lot of damage out, so Artstyle will be in a hard dilemma playing as Doom now, who actually to Doom, and might not be the best choice to Doom that Morphling. Rather give him some space in the fight and try to take out the Sentinel team rather than the Morphling instead. He's going to pick up that DD up top. 18.5 minutes into this game, that Morphling with a DD is going to be brutal. We'll look towards that middle lane where he wants to find the Doombringer. Is there going to be a Blink Malefice coming out of Demon? Doombringer is going to retreat. The Relic is already up in an 18-minute Vanguard treads Relic. And Basilisk and Wand. This is one fat mother beep coming out of Artstyle here, who's going to try to push this middle lane together with his team consisting of Dendi with the Aghanim Scepter already. Ahura almost got Vanguard together with that Soul Ring, so not a too big farm coming out in the darks here in the forest. Clockwork Goblin's got his Vanguard. No, he's not actually. He's going to go for the Aghanims first, so he's going to be close to that one on Khvost. And Goblin sitting on an Urn. He's pretty much the support of this lineup in this game. A support Thrall. Interesting choice. Has got that Smoke, the Urn, Wards, and a Wand together with his Boots of Speed. Pugna. Mechanism is up. Big tanky Pugna already with that Treads Mechanism. 1100 HP and that 250 AoE heal. Will be hard for the Ukrainians to deal with, and might actually be the target of choice to Doom here to prevent that Mechanism from coming off and prevent all those Nether Blasts in the fight. And now Artstyle needs to be careful not to be too aggressive here, because there are USA heroes around. Demon, however, does not really want to make the move here, as he could do it though. Blink in Malefice and open it up, but they're not aware of the fact that 3 Ukrainian heroes are actually not present. So showing a lot of respect to the Ukrainians here by not going on Artstyle, even though that was a really good shot they could have had at that. But might just be happy to, alright, we're going to spawn some summons, hold our middle tower and waste their time while Morphling completely free farms up top, getting some more and more items by the minute is PowerNet. He's sitting on that BKB in 1300 again already, and doesn't look like the Ukrainians can do much about it. They don't have any hexes. They have Doombringer's Doom and the Clockwork engaged, so it's actually the only heroes who can kill that Morphling are Doom and Clockwork combined by getting that Doom on and then getting the hook shot in to lock the Morphling in place, because Doombringer can't handle him solo. He's just going to Doom and then Morphling's just going to run away. Sitting on a prime level right now, level 13, level death is not going to do anything about that. However, it does look like the USA squad are just going to let the Ukrainians take the mid tower. A very surprising decision, just leaving it there. Did use the glyph to delay it a bit, but it is going to fall indeed. And now Doom is going to run in on Demon. Say bye-bye to Demon. There's not even going to be the deny coming off on him. He's going to take the fall. Ahura is in there as well. But now Morphling shows up. PowerNet uses BKB. Big AoE combo coming out of Dendy, but so is the Black Hole. It's going to get them one. Is it going to get them two? Yes, it is. Thrall is going to fall as well, and PowerNet is not done yet. He's going to try to pursue more. Chavost as well as Dendy hanging out to the side, and Ahura is going to jump away with that Darkseer, but it's actually going to be all that comes out of it now. The Replicate is going to get killed by the Forged Spirits of Dendy, and Clockwork Ahura hanging around the top here, waiting for an opening, but I don't think he's actually going to find one. He wants to go for something, but nothing is available. The Morphling is not a target of choice, but Morphling getting so farmed. He's sitting on 2,700 already, 2,750 actually after that fight. I think he got a couple of kills there. He's 2-1 now, and Demon did take the fall. He's actually dying quite a lot on that Enigma. Let's have a little bit of a look at the scoreboard so you guys can follow what's going on. We've got 170 farm on PowerNet, big CS, 86 on Bulba, 62 on Demon, and that's pretty much it on the Sentinel side against 122, 75, 110, and 62 newts for Ahura. And yeah, well, this Morphling is getting close to his next big item. He's already bought something. I think it's an ultimate orb, isn't it? Let's see what he comes out with. Oh, it's a Yasha first. So he's going to get the Yasha first up on this Morphling. Probably a very good choice of item here, getting that Yasha up. And we'll go for the Manta Style, I believe, as his next item of choice. Or might just keep the Yasha for that attack speed, movement speed, and agility, and then just try to go for another big item now with that extra mobility in the fight. We'll see what he chooses to do. Or wants to go for Clockwork, wants to go for Thrall. Doom is there as well, and that Frost Armor is already up on those heroes. It's only level 1 though, so but it's, oh sorry, it's not the Lich, it's the Doombringer who's eating a creep. So it's a good Frost Armor he's got his hands on here. Art Style. He's going to farm up that Nether Ward. He's got the Radiance and 900 gold as well, and that Doombringer, fat Doom. Demon farming up the bottom lane will probably try to go for something tanky along the lines of a BKB, or at least some HP here, to be able to stay alive and try to get a Black Hole off, forcing Artstyle to again consider twice who to Doom. It's so hard actually for Doom to choose his target here, because they're all attractive. Very sexy Sentinel heroes to put Doom on are these 5, and they're very hard to actually choose which one you want. Shaker, interesting choice, doesn't go for the Blink Dagger, goes for the Force Staff to be able to get in there and get his ultimate off using that one. Captain Arstyle pushing mid, is going to get a Fissure to his face. There's going to be a Pugna Blast as well. It barely scratches him actually, and he's going to follow through with Ahura. And Dendy actually took care of Lua. Where was Lua? You could kill him together with Chavost. Down here, Lua was warning. Wow, sorry for missing that. I completely blew that one. As Chavost, as well as Dendy Sunstrike, I think it was, took care of our friend Lua down there. The Ancient Apparition got killed. At the same time, though, Demon is pushing bottom with his Enigma here, and it's going to force Dendy to TP down there. And well, okay, he took care of business pretty quickly with that combo. Sitting on an Ogre Axe as well as a Void Stone is Dendy, getting very beefy on that Invoker as well. Morphling, what has he got? He's got Yasha, and already up to 2100. Morphling is just farming like a freak, getting so big items. And Doombringer really wants to have a crack at him, but doesn't look like he's going to have a chance at it. Clockwork is far away. Chavost is going to take that bottom Illusion Rune, and at the same time the top lane is pushing, so there's something for the Ukrainians to take care of. They don't want to lose towers. All this extra gold coming out in the back of this Sentinel side is going to be crucial, and tower gold right now plays a big part in this game, and they don't want to risk that, so probably we're going to have Doombringer running up towards top, holding that one. He's going for a BKB as well by the looks of it, so a lot of BKBs coming out in this game are BKB, as people have asked me to say. They love when I do that Vilad impression, of course. Not to make fun of Vilad, rather honouring his shoutcasting as well. Yeah, we're going to see if that becomes a big part of the game. These BKBs, of course, the Morphling one is already used once. And we're going to see if, yeah, of course he's going to use it some more times, but how big a role it will play, we will see. Smoked side on the US. Actually, we're going to drop a save right now before anything happens at 25 minutes. It's been 8 minutes since the last save, so a good time to drop one there. Thank you very much, Cindy, you are fantastic. Oh yeah, whatever. I'll try to save a little bit more frequently, guys. I am aware of the risk that somebody drops here, and it's going to be absolutely terrible. So we'll try to save more frequently. As the AA ulti is going to come off, the combo comes off on Artstyle. Immediately gets torn apart by US, but there is a rebuttal. The Ukrainians are in there with a big AoE combo, but Black Hole from Demon is going to catch 3 heroes, and Morphling is over the top. Ukraine are getting torn apart by the US. What a combo. They lost 4. Demon got that perfect Black Hole off, and Dendy is the sole survivor of this exchange. US got 4 kills. They're going to get the mid tower or Roshan as well. We'll see what they choose to go for. They might even actually try to go for the base here. Half a minute on 4 heroes actually on the Ukrainian side, as Demon pulls off a pause here. Not sure what he wants to pause for. Go. Okay. Thank you, Demon. Now they're going to push this middle tier 2 tower, and they keep hitting it. It's going to regen up. There's no creep support there, the creep support. And now they're going to take this tier 2, probably back off, and have Morphling free farming that bottom lane. He should have his Manta style up now if that's what he wants to go for. The ultimate orb is up indeed. Has plenty of gold to buy that Manta, and perhaps go for the Ethereal Blade. If he doesn't go for just a raw carry DPS Morphling without the Ethereal Blade. Choice is obviously open to Powernet's Morphling, who's just got a big ton of farm here. And is not missing a single creep on this bottom lane, just gets everything farmed up, and he's up to 2100 together with that ultimate orb. I'm going to see him buy something in a second, I think. Still doesn't buy anything there on Lewis Crow. Aghanims up on Clockwork. Demon is going to push this top together with Fierce Shaker here, and they're both going to retreat to the base by the looks of it. They're going to TP Demon out, and Fear is going to run towards the base. Lua Ancient Apparition only level 9 actually. That's an easy victim for the Ukrainians to pick off quickly, but the question is if it should be their target, if it's even worth it killing him. If he just gets his ultimate off, he's done his part in the fight. Ice Vortex and that ultimate, so he's got the AoE combo off, and then he can pretty much just die knowing that his team is powerful. Will deal a lot of damage with this Morphling in particular, who's going to pick up his Manta style now, I believe, and what else he's going to get. The Crow is flying around the middle with another ultimate orb, so maybe he's going to go for this Skadi actually first off. Looks like it. Interesting choice from Pownernet, not finishing off that Manta, as now the Ukrainians are pushing the bottom. What are the cooldowns on ultimate? Everything is ready apart from Black Hole, which has a whole minute until it's prepared, but might have a crack at it regardless. The US are preparing for it. Vacuum comes in from Ahura. He's got to drop that wall of replica, and that should be enough to secure them this tier 2 tower, forcing the USA squad to back off against their own illusions, and that is indeed going to be a tower coming out for Na'Vi side. Pownernet has made a replicate out of Doombringer, so he's dealing a lot of damage with that one. Is he going to jump into it? No, he's not. Doesn't want to try that one out. And Ahura has a wall of replica Morphling here, deals a lot of damage as well with that one, clicking those creeps. Doombringer tries to go in. He's going to go all in. He's going to go for the AA. Vacuum is on the back of 4 heroes. Demon is going to drop the stun. AA ulti over the top. It's going to hit Thrall as well as Doombringer with the shatter effect. Demon, it's going to be forced away as Dendy is dealing a ton of damage. We've already lost Artstar. We've already lost Lua. And it's probably going to be all we're going to lose, because this Ice Wall from Dendy is perfectly placed here. Gets a couple of heroes in it. Or are we done yet? Demon tries to get in, but he's going to get glimpsed away by Thrall there. So 1-for-1 exchange here, and that's going to be all that comes out of that. We lost Artstar, we lost Lua. Probably a better exchange for the USA, losing their Ancient Apparition for the Doombringer here. And we're going to drop a save with that fight. But however, they did get the tier 2 tower. So overall, a better fight for the Ukrainians. And yep, they definitely need to get these better fights off, because later on in the game, that Morphling is getting so much space. Sitting on 240 CS at 29 minutes. This is close to Chinese standards, at least, in terms of free farming here. So Pownernet pulling off a remarkable carry performance in this game in terms of farming. And doesn't look like he's done yet. He's going to continue farming up these lanes, and we'll try to push the tier 1 tower down on bottom as well. It looks like his teammates are going to farm the forest, meanwhile leaving him to solo push that one. He's going to buy, what's he going to buy? A TP scroll probably, yeah. And is there anything flying out in the courier form? He's lost a lot of gold, so he must buy the point booster there as well. And we'll get the Orb of Venom in just a second. He's got the gold for that now as well, and he's going to buy that, and then fly everything down to the bottom. That's a full Skadi he's got now as well. 29 minutes, Yasha, BKB, Skadi, as well as Treads So a big farm out on this Morphling from PowerNet, and trying to push the tier 1 tower. There's TP support coming in from the Ukrainians as the blast comes off here. Demon is invis in that smoke together with Fear and Lua, and they are going to try to bait the Ukrainians to actually go in for this fight. Artstyle is on the side. He's got the blink dagger, going to blink in and immediately get in. But the ultimates are going to come off from the Sentinel. There's going to be a lot of damage out on them. Bulba as well as PowerNet have sacked one each, and the black hole from Demon. The US, does it get any better than this in terms of team fight? I think not. Perfect execution. They got 4 again, and Khvost is just trying to escape with his clockwork here as the US are rolling over them with a remarkable performance here. The Ukrainians getting caught once more in that black hole from Demon, and this Shaker ulti as well as AA. The full combo just came off, and Morphling is going to continue pushing this lane out together with his allies here. They're going to get 2 towers. They've got 10 seconds on 2 heroes. They could get 2 towers at least, but they're actually going to go for Khvost. Khvost dropping off that cog is going to try to buy him time and get away from that, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Godlike PowerNet is going to drop that adaptive strike and going to TP towards top. And farm up this top lane now, and he's got the mana for them. He's got the gold for the Manta almost now already after getting that Skadi just 1 minute ago. And USA are so close to winning the MYM Nations Cup right now. They can almost feel it. Need to not throw it away now. And have to play it the right way and not give Ukrainians a chance to come back into this game. But the farm on Morphling and the teamfight execution so far has been spot on. The Ukrainians are really struggling to pull off their combo. They've got Vacuum, they've got Doom, they've got Invoker, but it all gets interrupted by this Shaker Enigma combo who just get their ultimates off every single time, getting rid of the Ukrainians. And what a play coming out of the USA right now. PowerNet's going to sell that Basilisk Ring, buy a TP Scroll. He's 100 gold away from his Manta style. Going to replicate to that. Going to jump into his replicate and take those creeps. He needs 1 more creep for that Manta style to be finished on him as well. And then he's got one of the biggest inventories I've ever seen at 32 minutes on a Morphling. This is a very good farm coming out of him. Manta Star, Skadi, BKB, Treads, Wand, as well as a TP Scroll. The TP Scroll isn't that cool, but the rest. At 32 minutes into the game, does this Morphling have any end to his farm? I think not. He's going to continue it, and they're going to try to push through pretty soon enough. I think the USA will try to get Roshan, or at least try to get a team fight. Or they could just keep continuing the farm, knowing that Morphling is getting so beefy, keeping track on the farm and the Scourge heroes. They know he's far ahead and shouldn't be too concerned about this. Has morphed everything to agility now with that BKB Manta style. The copy is going to deal a lot of damage as well, and Morphling is just trying to get whatever he can right now, basically just farming all the lanes. And now combo again. The USA are going to blow away 2 Scourge heroes immediately. Artstyle as well as Goblin took the fall. They almost lost 2 in the process though. Demon is very low. It's going to run into Khvost and die. That was an interesting choice. And at the same time, who did we lose almost as well? I think it was Fear who got very low on his Shaker, but he's going to get healed up by that Pugna mechanism. And now USA are going to try to make a move here. They've got 2 Scourge heroes out. The Doombringer as well as, who was it? The green one was the Thrall. And PowerNet is going to get copied now though, and we'll have to deal with this as the clockwork is going to go in. Fissure, and now he's going to get knocked out of the cog. What a play by PowerNet, getting him out of there. And then that's going to be beyond godlike for PowerNet if he gets that kill, but he doesn't. It's going to go to Bulbous Nether Blast there, and that is enough, I think, for the USA actually to try to push this one through if they want to do so. It doesn't look like they're interested in doing that though. They've got side lanes being pushed as well, and Dendi is prepared to defend here with his BKB Aghanim Invoker. And it's just going to be a couple of illusions dropping off here from PowerNet, getting a couple of hits each, and then he's going to retreat out of this one. AA ulti over them though. He's going to go in. He's going to get 1. Is he going to get 2? The AA ulti is on the back of him. Yes, he will shatter. Double kill coming out for Lua. Nobody saw that one coming. At least I didn't. And now PowerNet is just going to try to take the fist fight here with Artstyle, knowing he's going to die from the Doom most likely. On ice, he's caught in Doom with the strength morph on. He's morphing enough around already. He got doomed while morphing, and then he's still going to continue morphing up that strength, and does survive that one as well. USA get 3 kills there out of nothing again. with that AA ulti combo together with the Morphling, and this should be another save coming off right here at 34.5. Saving with a higher frequency now, but we do have more action coming off as well, so this is the right time to save, and I think the USA squad will now try to take the Roshan, and the Ukraine really need to pull off a combo. Now they have to make this happen, get that Invoker Thrall combo off together with the Vacuum and Doom in between all of the heroes to actually be able to execute a good fight against the US. I dare say they have to get 1 or 2 perfect team fights off now to come back into this game, as the US are looking so strong now with their BKB on the Enigma now as well, the BKB Enigma, and the Lua Ancient Apparition has got that Django up now as well. We've got, whoops, camera flies a little bit there. Morphling is going to go for a lifesteal build now, getting some extra healing up from all those right clicks he can do with a very fast attack speed, of course, with all that agility. Shaker's got his blink now as well. It's just going to get harder by the minute. And Pugna aiming towards a Ginsu Scythe, sitting on level 18 almost on that Pugna. What level is Morphling? He's level 21. And that is pretty much the story of this game. The heroes on the Sentinel side getting fatter and fatter. And the Doom, even with that very quick Radiance as well as Blink Dagger, has not been able to handle the Sentinel side's AoE timing and combo. And the US look like they're going to try to push through in the middle lane. Or are they? No, that's just Morphling. What am I talking about? Morphling is just farming the mid lane, and the other heroes on the other hand are up top, trying to get a little bit of push going. And this could be the opening that Ukraine need. There's no Morphling up here. Clockwork is there looking for something. The Morphling is going to waveform up here with DD on, and he's going to get greeted by a lot of heroes. We're going to immediately lose power net, but in comes Shaker ulti, AA ulti. The whole package is there. Demon in the middle of it as well. He's going to get off a black hole there. We've lost 2 on the Scourge side. We've lost 1 on the Sentinel. Are we going to lose more? Dendi is going to be chased by 4 heroes now. He's going to drop that Ghost Walk, I think. But he's still caught in that combo of the Sentinel, so that's not going to happen. Doombringer rebuys. He's going to TP up to top and farm this one out, and might actually try to have a crack at it together with his allies. We're going to have a glimpse on the Enigma, TPing him back in time. Fissure going to come out from Fear, and the Pugna comes over the top with a 4-staff. This just looks like taken out of a movie, the timing that the US are playing with right now. They're going to go for more. Invoker, however, is going to go for Pugna, and there's a lot of damage coming out of the other heroes on this side as well. We've got the Ice Wall nicely placed here, but the damage on the other side is just so powerful as well. The drain from Pugna, the AA ulti is on top of them. Dendi will probably almost take a fall here, but his Deafening Blast should keep them all alive, as now Ahura is trying to scatter whatever is left. But they're going to mechanism him up, and now Ahura will take the fall as well. The USA are wiping them. Dendi and Demon are facing off, and Demon is going to come up on top on that one. Triple kill on his Enigma, and a full team wipe comes out for the USA once more. And now they're going to push the bottom tier 2 tower with those creeps. They're going to handle that on their own. As the only hero out alive now is Clockwork, who's going to TP down there, but he's going to be too late. It's already going to fall. He might actually deny that, but yep, he will do so as well, but it will fall. And now the US getting closer with the 29-12 score on this lineup. They can taste it right now. The taste of victory is so close to them right now. And the Morphling, however, did get killed in that fight, so he waveformed over the top and got greeted by the entire Ukrainian mafia there, waiting for him atop the hill, and Doom on him, and then immediately right-clicking him down, but it still wasn't enough, and that does not look good for the Ukrainians. If killing the Morphling in the start of the fight isn't even enough to win it for them, what is? Pugna blasts, waveform over the top from Morphling. Going to push up this middle lane. He's got this. He's on his way to the Satanic, I should say, with that Helm of the Dominator. Might choose to go for another item first, though. If he feels like the Butterfly is a better choice, he can keep the lifesteal from this one. The 15% on that one is pretty high already. And right now he's going to go for the Roshan, though, with his 30.9 armor. It doesn't take even a glimpse of damage from Roshan, but Clockwork is going to spot him. This is going to be the decisive fight, I dare say. They're all going to move down there. Both sides getting in position. Black Hole is CD. Lua's ultimate is 9-second CD, so that's almost up. Arnstar gets in, catches Morphling off guard. He's going to start right-clicking him all that he can, and he is going to take the fall. It's going to be the death of Doom as well, as the Pugna with the Shatter on top is there. Shaker ultimate doesn't hit too much. They got rid of Arnstar, but Goblin is still going strong. We have Bulba in the middle here together with Khvosto, but it is going to go USA's way again. They've already lost 3 on the Ukrainian side. They're going to lose more. Dendi is now getting killed by 3 Scourge heroes. Fisher isn't going to do much as he's BKB'd. But now Black Hole Enigma Demon is going to drop that one on the top of Dendi. He's going to use a Deafening Blast to actually blow them all away and use the Ghost Walk. He's going to stay alive here as we've got a Khura coming in, getting rid of Bulba, and he's going to try to get rid of Fear as well by the looks of it. Or is it he's going to go for Demon, or he's just going to try to escape actually, but that's not really going to happen by the looks of it. In from the side comes Enigma. We've got Dendi getting rid of Lua, and now we're going to lose a Khura, and Dendi's going to run off to the side. Oh, Demon comes in with the Blink Malefice. Is it going to be a team wipe again? Dendi! Tornado! He's going to run off here. Might actually get a kill on Demon if he pulls this off correctly. He needs to get a good spell off right now. Ice Wall is there, and now Demon finds him and will get rid of Dendi. Wicked, sick Demon Enigma. And looking over his items right now, you realize how fat this Demon Enigma actually is. He's got BKB, Blink, Force, Soul Ring, Treads. He's got the whole arsenal. And wow, is he fed. Just when you thought that PowerNet was really fed, look at that Enigma. He's got just almost as expensive items in terms of, if you consider the farm he's got in the game, his items are just of as higher value considering the gold he's got as the Morphlings are. And yeah, the Shaker looking very good as well with those Phase Boots, Force Staff, Point Booster, Blink, and Gem. They've got everything they need on the USA side, but it's still not enough by the looks of it. They haven't pushed it through yet. The Ukrainians can still put up a fight against them, and there is a glimpse of hope for the Ukrainians to actually be able to hold this one off and eventually come off with 1 or 2 good team fights and be able to push somehow. But the threat of the carry is always there, and it just seems like the further we get into the game, the bigger advantage the USA get. But still, the Ukrainians are able to hold it, so they're pulling off remarkable play here by still not having lost this one at 41 minutes against the Sentinel lineup. So big props to the Ukrainians on that account by keeping on fighting this one, even against very, very bad odds now. They're keeping it up and taking the fight to the USA, as we probably should drop a save now. At 41.5, 7 minutes ago was the last save. We had a lot of action coming up again. And woo. What is it going to be? Ukraine, are you going to finally pull off that one good team fight that you need so much to come back? Or are the US going to pull it off again? The good positioning from the Ukrainians' last fight is what gave them a chance. They didn't really get caught many in the Shaker ulti, only got caught 1 in the Enigma ulti. And if they can do that again and pull it off a little bit better, they might have a chance. As now, Fear is going to get spotted. He's in the Radiance, but he does have a haste run. He's going to get glimpsed back in, though. Nice play by coming out of Goblak. There's the Force Staffing as well, and there comes the Fisher while he's actually flying. And now he's going to get the Echo Slam off as well. What a play from Fear! Getting rid of 2 heroes here after getting cornered. And now Lua is going to get that double kill. And what a confusion this wall is causing. I have no idea what's going on. I bet the players don't either. But Bulba is going to go in for Demon. Going to get caught in an Ice Wall as he gets that Decrypify Blast off, as well as the Ginzu is going to start draining him. Morphling over the top. He's going to run straight to the middle lane actually and start pushing it out by the looks of it. As now Dendi is fighting Bulba, dealing a lot of damage here. Bulba is just trying to kite him around, but the Cold Snap on the top of him is actually going to deal a lot of damage. And back comes Morphling. There he is. Wolf's over the top. Oh, what a play from Khvost. Getting in at the right time, getting rid of Bulba. He's going to pop that Blade Mail. Off comes Tornado from Dendi. And now Khura is in there as well, but PowerNet damage output is just too high for Khvost. With a BKB on him, he's going to take him down there. And going to move towards the middle together with Enigma, who's got that Gem of True Sight, that Fear left behind. And they're going to try to push this one through with that Gem of True Sight, of course, against Dendi's Ghost Walk. He will not be safe on his Invoker next time around. Did escape this time because the gem was on the wrong hero at the wrong time. And the Sunstrike, ooh, almost got Lua there. But Lua will sidestep and survive that just on the edge. As now the Glyph is fired off from the Scourge. PowerNet pushing that middle lane with his Morphling. He's going to get that tower last hit to the Sentinel with that Flamethrower. And that's actually all that's going to come from it. The Ukrainians again defending. A ulti over the top. Now Enigma is looking to go for the Darkseer here, as the Doom is on the back of PowerNet. He's morphed all the strength he can, and he's kiting. He's totally juking Artstyle by running around the trees here. Artstyle got juked big time, and now Black Hole is going to come off, and Morphling replicates away with 1 HP into that. Where is he? He's in the middle. He got away PowerNet. What a play! As now we have Lua escaping with 20 HP as well. Is there any end to the timing of this USA squad? There looks like there is going to be an end to Demon's life, or is there? He's got the Force Staff. He's going to jump away here from Artstar, and now he's going to blink. They're both going to blink. Artstar following through. It's going to get a Malefice on the back of him, so he's not going to be able to follow him, and the Clockwork is too far away to actually get a hook shot here. So Demon, once again, they will all escape on the USA side. What a play! Or will they? Or will they? Artstar is still here. Pugna, however, is going to come in. Ginzu Artstar immediately. Look at that spell damage coming out on him. Artstar is going to take the fall here. Demon is now godlike on Enigma. This is very, very rarely that we get to see this on an Enigma. But Demon is bringing it to us. The godlike Enigma. And now PowerNet is trying to take down Chvost. Chvost wisely pops that Blade Mail. But just as wisely, PowerNet just waits for it to end and pops the BKB. And now it's going to run in through him. Dendi. Demon pointing out a fun fact here that Dendi's score is 555, which is Dendi's nickname when he's playing under his Na'Vi account. He's known as Na'Vi 555, and that's what his score is right now. A little bit of a joke flying in from Demon there, but I'm not sure they think it's that funny because they're actually getting ripped left, right, and center. But Dendi has the time to write an exclamation mark and acknowledge the joke here, as now the combo is going to try to be pulled off. There's a lot of AoE damage coming out of this Scourge here. Wow! We're going to lose a replicate of the... we're going to lose a replicate only! Oh no, alright, we're going to lose Bulba, so they are going to... Oh, draining! Draining! Bulba is draining! Ahura down to 1/3 of his HP until he eventually takes the fall there. And now PowerNet has joined up with his Boots of Travel. He's jumped back into the fight here and is going to try to bring down these melee, also the ranged Drax here, but he's actually very, very low on HP and will have to take care not to get killed now, as Enigma is in there with him as well. He's bought Boots of Travel as well, so this time around they're going to try to push that way. Nice vacuum. He's going to catch that Enigma. He needs to pop his BKB. Is there a black hole? No, there's not, but there is the Midnight Pulse and all those right clicks coming out. PowerNet is going to use his BKB. He's going to stay alive. Oh no! The lifesteal is not enough, and we're going to lose PowerNet. Ahura gets that kill on the back of the Darkseer, and quick rebuy coming out of the PowerNet. He's going to replicate himself back to mid. Actually, Boots of Travel there, and now they're going to try to continue the push. Do they have it? Do they have the possibility to push the bottom lane perhaps with this creep wave? The tower has only taken 1/5 of his HP and damage, and PowerNet instead is going to go towards top and farm this lane while we've lost the Ukrainian racks in the middle. PowerNet farming that top lane now is going to get close to some sort of item pretty soon. Of course, he's rebought and bought the Boots of Travel, so not another big item come out of him in quite a while. But he is farming towards that final big item right now, or perhaps another rebuy when that cooldown is available again. His allies are going to farm the woods here. Interesting item choice from Fear. He's got Face Boots and Boots of Speed. Looking towards getting Boots of Travel as well, obviously, but why would he buy them at all? Take up an item slot and don't really give him anything. So that's interesting from Fear. Demon is going to go farm that bottom lane with a Midnight Pulse and a couple of conversions, I think. Together with Fear, they're going to easily farm that one up. He's going to force stuff in, Fisher that one, and in the middle, Clockwork, Chvost has Invis, wants to get something done, and his teammates are going to move their way towards the bottom lane. Ahura getting close to his Ginsu saw the Vise. Artstyle still not getting another item for the last 15 minutes, I think. Thrall, not either. He's got treads only. And Dendi, same story. No big items coming out on this Scourge side. Now they're going to move in that smoke. This might be their last chance. They're going to go all in on an illusion. And, oh, Ukraine. Blowing that opportunity. And now, Demon is in. Black hole! Fissure! All the stuff comes together again for the US. They've already taken down 2. Morphling is in there. PowerNet, BKB over the top. Gets rid of Dendi. Gets rid of 3 already. Invoker's going to rebuy. Chvost trying to escape out on the side. Not going to happen. PowerNet's seen it coming. He's going to get rid of that. A full team wipe is going to come out here from the US. We've got 2 rebuys coming out. Invoker as well as Doombringer from the Scourge have rebought to try and defend this one. But they're not going to be able to against the 5 heroes here. We're going to immediately see Morphling jumping in here. Enigma over the top. Malefice is there. He's got the Gem of True Sight, I think, on the Pugna. Yes, he does indeed. We have lost Fear. Artstar got rid of him, but now we're going to lose Dendi here. And we might lose more if PowerNet does decide to go for Artstyle. Looks like he's just going to go for the Rex for the time being, and now he's going to switch his focus to Artstyle. Minus Artstyle, and a minus Ukraine. The full Ukrainian squad is now dead. They're going to lose the bottom Rex, and GG Grats is the call coming out of Ukraine. USA are going to win the MYM Nations number 3 after taking the finals 2-0 after having a 1-0 winners bracket advantage, so a total score of 3-0 for the United States of America, only losing a single game in this entire tournament, which was yesterday to Croatia. And you can't talk about anything else but a well-deserved win here. What a play from US, really playing masterfully in this game, and no shame for Ukraine to lose against team play in a combo like the one USA pulled off here. Remarkable play, and yeah, I have to say we've got the right winners of this tournament in the US. Well-deserved win. Big congratulations to Demon, to Bulba, to PowerNet, Lua, Fear, as well as Dark Sheep, who is not playing in this game but is also in the USA roster. I think those are the 6 players. Big grats to USA. Thanks to everybody for watching. This is Cinder and Shoutcasting for MYM TV. This is the end of the tournament. Thank you to everybody who has followed us along the way through all of these matches. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And yep, probably going to see you for an MYM Nations 4 sometime in the future. I hope there's going to be one. Thank you for watching, and have a nice Sunday.